Hi, it's a beautiful September day here west of Calgary. We're just on our way up to the controlled release test facility. We're going to try to run a couple test releases today. The CRTF for us is a great way to test different scenarios. We can try at heights, we can try bluff body effects, we can see what different temperature effects, different wind regimes, which really helps us understand how our model reacts in all these different scenarios. Ultimately, a fixed sensor continuous monitoring system relies on wind and dispersion to transport the gas from a leak source out to the sensor, which is often placed around the fence line of a facility. Understanding how a molecule of gas makes its way through the air and across a facility requires a sophisticated physics model, and tuning that model to correctly account for all the atmospheric and environmental effects, this is where the CRTF helps us.
So we have our gas supply line coming in here. Upstream of that, we have a control valve, which functions as our safety control valve. Distribute the gas to 5 mass flow controllers, capable of flowing from 0 to around 6 kilograms per hour, or 150 liters, standard liters per minute. So from the MFC bank, we are then distributing the gas into this solenoid valve manifold, which come over here into these risers, each connected to an underground pipeline, which has an open-ended release point somewhere in the field.
Okay, so the remote gas supply valve is over there. So when I open this, it'll pressure up. So we're pressured up there, and so you'll see here the gas supply pressures come up now to 20.
The wind completely died on us here, so
Yeah.
that's fun. Low wind is a great stress test for us. Without any wind, we're relying on convection and just natural dispersion, which is it's just a really hard thing to model. So that's 150 liters per minute.
That's liters per minute,
Okay.
exactly. So we're flowing.
So 6 kilograms an hour.
Yeah.
Release point 2, that's at ground level. That's the one in the overgrown grass over there. Mm-hmm. How long until this shows up in the dashboard typically?
You should see within like 2-3 minutes.
All right, so we're a little low. So this was kind of stretching the capabilities of our system though. Like we know that we don't do super well when things are pooling, but
That's like not bad though.
4.7
4.7 from like a
hour.
real 6 in this kind of wind, like.
Yeah, and then how did we do time bounding? A few minutes late there. We started at, what was it, 12:40?
12:42 minutes. Yeah.
So the wind was dead for quite a while, and so it makes sense that, yeah, it took a while for it to get to the sensors. Just looking after the fact here, and we actually have another dashboard with a device in a lot closer, and it seems to have time bounded a lot better. And then we also got a lot closer in rate, so we're at 5.9 relative to the 6 kilograms an hour that we released. Let's try the elevated release point.
Open up our remote gas supply. RP1, we want MFCE here. Set our flow rate.
It's the same,
So we'll do
6
the
kilograms
same.
an hour. How's our wind? Yeah, it's low and gusty. So we'll see how we do here. Oh, we're getting some hits actually right now. Yeah. So yeah, device 4478 here. So 210, this is about 6 or 7 minutes after we started the release.
Yeah.
Wind coming from over there. Exactly. Over there. And then so it's these devices, that one over there and that one over there that we just saw a hit on.
Like, I wonder if you might get a hit on the 3842. It'll be a different dashboard, but
yeah. 3842. Right in and see the data. It's kind of like raw data. So yeah, it's got a hit.
Oh, yeah. Even right up tight there.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So that is that device right there. Oops. That's probably only 30, 40 feet away.
I'm impressed that we got a hit on that device that close.
Yeah, and a big hit.
Yeah, totally. Hey.
I mean, we started that release probably 10 minutes ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is about as real time as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
We're 10 minutes after the emission started, and we're so far it's only processed about 2 minutes of it. But yeah, it started at 2:08. That's only a couple minutes after when we started the release, I'm pretty sure.
It's got the localization right as well.
RP1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. First test at height. What does that say here? 7.1 kilograms an hour. And so this is actually 6. We'll run this for, I don't know, another 10 minutes and see how it does.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
sweet though. I'm stoked.
We eventually landed at 5 kilograms an hour, but with a bit of a gap that would have lowered our average rate. So room for improvement, but not bad.